Okay, next one is a C. Here's a full C here, C open C. Right. And also there is, you don't need the E note here, you can just, but most C time when you're playing C. But they're both pretty much the same chord. Okay, now here is the variations of it. This is a C. Now here's a C that's, I call it the Green Day C or alternate C. Just these notes here. Okay, it's just, it's on the 3rd fret, it's just these two down. It is an open C. Okay, you leave the E notes out of it, okay? And that's what you use in the beginning of Green Day's Good Riddance, or some people call it Time of Your Life. They start with a G, and you go to D. I don't want to get off the C though, okay? That's the middle one is a C. People that have trouble with that C can play the regular C. Some people play any songs, they just throw in a C, it's alright. Okay, now this is a regular C. Now let's go for a C7, okay? Leave these two fingers alone and move these down to here and here, to the A string and the G string. So it's more of a hip type of sound to as opposed to the happy C. Okay, so there's your C7. Now from C7, let's look at C add 9. Here's C7. Just move your 4th finger down to the B string. Okay, so here's regular C. Here's C7. Here's C add 9. And here's that alternate C. Okay, go on to D. D, just a little triangular pattern here with your fingers. Okay. G string, E string in the 2nd fret, B string in the 3rd fret with your 3rd finger, D. And using the D string in the bass. If you want to alternate between the D and the A, okay, like a country song, you know. That's your typical, just your open D. All right. Here's D. Now here's D minor. Okay. It's just here's regular D. We're going back on the E string. We're going back to the 1st fret. Again, the minor makes it sound sad. The open regular D makes happy sound. Here's sad. D minor. D. Right? Now, here's D7. It's the same as the D, but in like a reverse. We go back here. And here's a D9. Just like D, but leave off the E string. There's just an alternate way of doing a D. Sometimes it just fits well in a song. Punk songs will do it sometimes instead of just playing this straightforward. I'd like to have that E ringing out. Okay, now here's the other thing we do with D quite often, is a D suspended. We take your 4th finger, we'll bring it down on the 3rd fret on the E string. And so they give you D, D suspended. And sometimes you go push the fourth finger down, lift it up, and then bring up your second finger. It's weird the first time trying to do it. It's you know, it's sort of like trying to pat your head and rub your chest at the same time. It feels sort of uncoordinated. If you notice, sometimes on this D also, so that's something you can do with the D as well, just to flash up your chords a bit. Okay, alright, so there's all the Ds. Let's go to E. Another common chord is E, is regular E. And you get to use the E in the bass, so you get a big full sound out of that. Straight across. If you want to use an E7, you got to put your fourth finger down on the B string, 3rd fret. Okay, so here's E, here's E7, and E minor is just these two in the 2nd fret. Notice how depressing that sounds. It's E minor, it's like a funeral or something. And E minor 7 is again that same, put that one down. And there's an alternative to this E minor 7, which is just here, that you might find in some Pink Floyd songs. Which sounds better than, but that's just, you know, very specific music does that. But there's the E minor, and yeah, that's E minor 7. Okay.